Welcome to G3 Investors. This is Greg Gallagher. We're going to take a look at the month of October, year-to-date gains based on our initial capital of $100,000. We're up 92.5% on our portfolio, our model portfolio. You can become a G3 patron, get early access to videos, the setups that I see daily, and I make comments and updates on the market and trades throughout the day. Cost is just $20 a month. Highlight that and put it in your browser and sign up. Let's okay, for this week on the 19th through the, I should say the 23rd there, we did 14 trades and made a little over $2,000. So what's been happening in the market? Here is a year-to-date chart of the SPY, which is the S&P 500 ETF that we trade. You can see we've been in this uptrend since the March lows here for the SPY and the NASDAQ and the market in general. And last month we dropped out of this channel. We went back up and acquired it, and we've basically traded sideways. If we look at a monthly, you can see that sideways action better here. So what we do at G3 Investors, when we have a sideways market, we look at the short side of the market for scalps and day trades, and even longer if we can. So here's the SQQ. This is the single short of, or the inverse of the QQQ, which is the NASDAQ 100. And here we've got a 5-minute chart. It's a 2-day chart, and I'm just going to show you. Well, I might need to expand this to 5 days here. Ew, that's a little busy. Let me go back to the 2-day chart. Okay, so what we do basically, let me add in the extended hours. You can see this a little bit better. So when you have, each morning I look at this, and from that I determine, when it crosses that red line or gets close to that red line, we're likely to have a market that goes up. Well, on this particular day, I try to get to the bottom of this. So you see that where it starts to turn up down there. So about right in there, I bought, we bought 1,000 shares of the SQQs. And I think our entry price on that was $21.50. So we got in about right there, and then we held it until it went up in here, and so we got stopped out. I think we got stopped out at $22.33, sometime around in here, and so we made $930. Now, we tried another trade here when it crossed over again, and we just broke even. And then it didn't give us any options for the rest of the day. Now, the next day, we had on Friday, we had our setup at, we wanted to buy at the $21.50, but we didn't get in until $21.70 here because it moved so quickly that we had to get in right away. And it went up here, and we got stopped out again for a smaller gain. I think we made $200. So there in 2 trades is basically half of the money that we made on the market just by shorting the market. And that's something, if you become a G3 investor, you'll learn how to do that, or you should learn how to do that. It's a good strategy, and if we let's go back here and look at let's look at the Qs. So we can see it's in the same sort of uptrend. Actually, it's better because it's made new all-time highs. And we do have, we follow SMH. Okay, I don't have the uptrend in on that, but you can see it, and that's held up really well. It's in a nice tight bear flag there. So if this market goes, depending on who gets elected and whether we get additional stimulus or whatever the market's waiting for to get out of this sideways movement, we'll get back in with some of the other one is Technology XLK. That's another leader. XLY, I think, is doing pretty good. Consumer discretionary, yeah, it's doing pretty good. Retail is doing good. Yeah, it's doing really well. So we've got some good opportunities here. If this market does what I think it's going to do and it gets back into that uptrend channel, we'll be making more money. I'm not sure how it's going to trade next week. It is the end of the month, so we should have some window dressing to look forward to. But we're in the heart of earnings season for the next 2 to 3 weeks, and so the market's got a lot to digest, and so it's going to basically, I don't know. Let me shoot what I got here. Oh, okay. Here's an example of what I do. I send out this schedule, and there's a setup schedule in there, and it's got everything in it that, the setup schedule looks like that. Getting back to what the market's going to do. I wish I knew. But, yeah, it's probably not going to be much action until after the election. That's my guess. And hopefully this election gets settled either Tuesday night, November the 3rd, or very shortly thereafter, because the market doesn't like the uncertainty of it. At any rate, this is Greg Gallagher with G3 Investors. So if you like this video, please hit the like button, sign up, subscribe, share it with your friends. Greg Gallagher saying good luck and good trading.